What's up, YouTube? I'm back. I don't know if anybody's gonna get on here. Kind of just jumped on. So I'll wait for a minute for people to get on here. If not, I'm gonna just be talking to myself. Hopefully I don't want to talk to myself, but you know. What up? What up, girly? What up, Leandria? Thank you. I'm trying to get it together, this hair. I just ordered it, and it was really expensive. It was like $800. Long time no hear, everybody. Hey, everybody. I am in Vegas at my home terminal. I had a hell of a week. So, my truck broke down. Elmo 2.0 is at the dealer. I had transmission issues, and it's broke down. So I had to hitch a ride here to get a loaner truck, and by the time I got here, my truck was already finished. So I was supposed to head out today and ride with somebody, but I won't be riding out until probably like 3 a.m. Yes, $800 worth of cute. Well, see, I spend a lot of money on my hair because, excuse me, it's like an investment. So, I don't have to spend so much all the time. I could just, purchase the hair. It lasts like 2 years, something like that. That's what's up, Edward. And the pink line hair is where I got the hair from, and they donate a portion of the proceeds goes to sorry y'all, a portion of it goes to making wigs for breast cancer or cancer patients. I think it's breast cancer. Is cancer in general pink, like the little thing, or is it just breast cancer, like the pink stuff? This will last, like, if I don't color it anymore, it'll last probably 2 years or more. And if I keep dyeing it and making it brighter, then it'll last probably about a year. And if I dye it any lighter, it's probably gonna get probably like 6 months or 6 to 8 months. So y'all, I like working for night. I love night, actually. But somebody put a comment on my Instagram page. Aw, tell her you're welcome. That's why I got my pink on. Somebody left a comment on my Instagram page under the picture of my truck breaking down. And they was like, they're getting these coins at Martin. And I'm like, I don't really want to change companies, but my goal was to start training while for like the next year or so, then get off the truck permanently. I was going to make this a thing, But then I looked on Martin's website. Oh no. I have 2 more months. So I'm officially within my first year at night. However, my first year on the truck, I'll be a year on the truck in June, like the end of May, May 30th. So I think I am going to, I don't know. I don't know what to do. So, oh wow, really? See, they told me $1,100 a week guaranteed pay for over the road OTR, $1,000 a week dedicated guaranteed pay, and I'll be at home every weekend in Texas. So, oh really? That's what's up. So, I'm really seriously considering going to Martin. I'll have my year in May, at the end of May. So I think I'll train until then and go. I thought about Snyder too, but I'm not sure if I want to do Snyder. As far as showing how Zonar works, what do you need help with? I originally wanted to do Prime, but I realized they don't really have dry band, and I want to do dry band. I don't want to do box. So, not Prime. Night is good. I need Tinker for what? For who? I'm already knowing that I'm gonna do better with Martin, because my checks are between 800 and 1,000 a week. Right, that's true, Eugene. I really wanted to be at home every week, right? I wanted to be at home every week. I was originally looking to do a dedicated account where I can do that, and I wanted to make at least 1,000 a week. So I'm thinking if I can do that and be at home every weekend, I'm good with that. Like, that's all I want. I need to make at least 1,000 a week, and I want to be at home every weekend. So my year will be up in May. I'm not on with Martin yet. I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, I don't want to have a tanker. Thank you, James. I haven't figured it out yet. I'm just looking around. I'm okay with night right now, you know. I am. Oh, I don't want to be a lumper. I don't want to do any work but drive. That's all I want to do. So if I have to do more than that, I'm not down for that. But yeah, so I'll see what happens between now and May. I might end up training. And if I make more money training than I would at Martin, then I just have to think about, do I want to be OTR in training? Is it worth it? Or do I want to go to Martin and go home every week? I like being on the road because I just like traveling. I like being everywhere. What, Martin is a hard company to get in with? They called me today. They called me back. Like, I have no accidents. I have no issues like on my driver's record. I will have a year. And in May. So I should be good. And my company would totally vouch for me. So they love me. Like, Night loves me. At least I know my terminal does, and the people I come in contact with often, they love me. So I know I'm not going to have any issues with getting wherever I want to go. They will totally vouch for me. I would say I would train with Night. You don't have to pay for training up front with Night. You don't have to do that. I didn't pay up front with anything. You don't have to pay up front. I'm home on the weekend and in the middle of the week due to the fact that I live in the middle of my route, Seattle to LA for Houston. Okay. Hey, Steve. Hey, Alex. They told you you needed 2 years? You walked out of orientation. Why? What happened? I would tell them, look, don't sit there and tell me what you're going to do and don't do it, because that's what it is. It's on there. It says 1,000 per week guaranteed. They do detention exactly at the moment that you check in, you get detention. And you get inclined weather pay. And this is all on their website. This is not what a recruiter told me. So thank you, Alex. Yes, hit the like button, please. But I'm thinking about it, so I might, I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm just try to start training. But I don't know. I feel like there's some type of conspiracy theory going on. So we have a smart drive score. And your smart drive score is based on your following distance, your braking, turning, stuff like that. As long as I've been with Night, my smart drive score, you have to have 30 and under, or now 25 and under, to get a good, to get a bonus. I've always gotten a bonus every month. My smart drive score has been great. This month it's 76. That's an insult. And I'm like, this is the month I qualify for training, and now my smart drive score goes up. That's crazy. So I'm really upset about that. So I have to get it down. My DDM told me I can get it down in a week once I start driving. So I've been sitting. I just signed a lease and now I'm sitting. But it's alright. I mean, shit happens. Trucks break down everywhere. Again, I wouldn't trade Night in for anything. Like, Night is a great company to start with. Night is a great company to start with, and there's money in Night. And I believe Night, starting out, pays more than a lot of these trucking companies. They pay more. So I don't have a problem with Night. But mine went up mysteriously right. I don't have a problem with Night. I love Night. I don't want to leave Night, but if I can get a dedicated account, and then if I want to do a dedicated or something like that, I'll have to transfer terminals. I don't want to give up my truck. And I don't know what HDS is. I don't want to give my truck up, and I would have to do that if I transfer terminals to do a dedicated route. And then if I decided to transfer terminals, or if I was to do a dedicated route, and I do get an older truck, what is the money like? Will I get home every weekend and make more than $1,000 a week? If Night can match that or do better than that, I'll stay with Night. I don't want to leave. No, you don't have a camera looking at you at all times. It looks outwards into the street. They don't have any cameras facing inside here. So I love Night. I told them my concern about sitting and needing to make money. So I'm in a loaner truck right now. I'm not at home. I'm not in my truck. More money than we made out there when we get a year. No, we don't have APUs. We have bunk heaters. I haven't had a problem with like not having an APU. I don't mind it not having an APU. When it's cold, I have the bunk heater. When it's hot, I idle my truck. No problem. If I was in the South, that would be an issue. Then I would need to get like the screens and stuff for the window, because if it's like, you know, the humidity. What did they lie about? What does Night lie about? You just hate Night. It's not for everybody, but I have no problems with Night. And no, I don't have international. I have a Freightliner. Night has never lied to me. But, I don't know. A lot of times when I hear people complain about Night, it's usually the driver. It's like the problem with the driver. So I've never had any issues with Night, ever. And it's also the terminal manager, who's your DM, and how they work. So Swift and Night they merged. I don't know if you have a choice or not. Swift is its own company, Night is its own company. There's just a merger. But I don't think you have a choice. I wouldn't want to go to Swift. Just my personal preference. All companies lie. That's a problem. All companies lie. They didn't lie to me. That's why I went with Night, because they didn't lie. While training, well, training is 4 weeks. So why would I want to go on home time? I just want to get the 4 weeks knocked out. Like, I don't want to go at home and prolong my 4 weeks. The faster I get out of training, the faster I can get into my truck, and the faster I can make my own money. So I didn't care about home training. Night bought Swift. Night did buy Swift. If you guys have any questions about it, you can look on their website and look at the merger agreement and all of that stuff. Night bought Swift. It's Night-Swift Transportation. Night acquired Swift. You can read the press release and all of that stuff. Everything as far as the, what is it called? Stock market and all of that is Night acquired Swift. And it's not a hearsay thing. You can actually read about it and get your facts. Good night, Frankie. And you as well. But, Night has never lied to me. I never had any issues. Like, I never had any issues. Oh, you did? You should have said something. You should have spoke. I think Night is trying to revive Swift because... Yeah, I'm on my phone. I was told you call Night. You work for Night. You go call Swift. And you deal with Swift. I was going through some stuff when I was in Fontana. Most of the Night trucks are automatic. So, yeah, so I took my driver physical today because I am my first year here at Night, and I had to come back to Vegas to take the physical, and I gained weight since I've been on the truck. OMG. Leandra, you were supposed to be coming tonight because I'm supposed to be training you. But I gained weight, so when I tried to do the physical, it was kind of hard. No, I am in Las Vegas, at my yard in Las Vegas. No, I didn't get a restricted CDL. I'm not leaving right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I know I have until May, the end of May, to make my decision. So I have about 2 weeks before I can actually start training. And I don't do restaurant food a lot of times. I really cook on my own. I cook my own food on my truck. It's just cooking and going to bed and not doing anything. Just not working out, not being active. Thank you, Robert. So I have until the end of May to do what I want to do. Don't wait for them to call you, girl. Call them. What are you waiting for, a trainer? If you're waiting for a trainer, you're going to be waiting because there's not a lot of female trainers. Hey. Thank you. So, I can start training as soon as I get my smart drive score down. And I can get that down as soon as I start driving. And I can start driving as soon as I pick my truck up. And I can pick my truck up as soon as I get on this man's truck and we leave at 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I'll be able to get to Freightliner and pick my truck up. Unfortunately. And then I'll start driving and I can get my smart drive score down. I don't know how you can drive so fast with it. Being a governor on the truck. Males train males and females train females. But my last week, I got on the truck with a male. So, I don't know the actual, I don't want to hear say, oh yeah, that downhill thing will get you. The company speed limit is 70 miles per hour. You can't go above 70. No, I haven't, because I'm not really looking for a company to go to. I just looked up Martin because somebody said it on my comment, and I looked it up to see, and it was like, wow, $1,000 a week and home every weekend. Okay, I can probably deal with that, but I was also thinking about teaming Leandria. If I'll either train or I'll team. I just want to run and get money. So, man, it's getting out of hand with some of these companies with these drive cam. But I ain't got to do that. Because I start they say you make more money driving manual trucks. I haven't heard that. You make more money driving manual trucks. You have to have a manual on your... Just think about this. My truck broke down, right? And what if my loaner truck was a manual? But I have a restriction because I only did automatic and I trained in automatic. Now I'm stuck, right? Because I can't drive anything else. And then what if you go to a company and they're going to pay you like 50 cents per mile and they have nothing but manuals, but you have a restriction on your license. You can't drive manuals. You're stuck, right? So it's good to keep, so that in that aspect, I can see you can make more money, but it's good to be able to do both. They do have dedicated, I don't know if it's for Fontana. They are good about keeping the trucks in order. You get you have to do service on your truck every 20,000 miles. So usually like every 15,000. If something breaks down, you can get it fixed. Like, they're good about it. I just think that they're bad at picking out the trucks. I feel like they should have all Kentworths and not Internationals, not Volvos. Volvos are pretty good. I like Volvo. I don't like Volvos, but I can understand Volvos. Their engines are pretty good. Kenworths are really good. Freightliners, not so much. Internationals, not so much. If they was to like just have a fleet of just Kenworths, I think they'll be a lot more productive, because the new Freightliners and these new automatic trucks, they're not, people don't like automatics. You might like it to drive it, but it's terrible as far as the engine. And that's why a lot of companies, like these smaller companies, not the big companies, but the smaller ones, they have manuals because they refuse. Like, it sucks. So, yeah. Having a manual or not having a restriction on your license is good. Am I still sticking with my plans? I'm trying to as much as possible. I'm trying. It's hard, but I'm trying. This lighting sucks. So, Leandria said train, then team. That's what I was thinking about. Thank you, Chris. I think I will try. Like I said, if I can get my smart drive score down, I can start training. I'll do that, and then I just want, like, you know what I didn't know starting driving, like with any trucking company, just before I got my CDL, it's good to have a flat rate. Some companies tell you you're guaranteed to make this amount of money in a certain amount of time. Congrats, Leandria. They guarantee you that you're going to make $1,000 a week, for example. Who do you call if you want to talk trucking? As far as what? But I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. I'm so tired. Yeah, whatever. I forgot. How long am I going to continue to drive? I don't know. The goal is to get on the truck. So this was the original goal. The goal was I wanted to get pregnant, train, stack money so I can buy a car, and then get off the truck and get another job, and then I have a car to get to that job. Now, I'm thinking if I made 1,000 a week, at least 1,000 a week, what's up, Jermaine? Then, and I could get a home every weekend, I would do that instead of training and save money for a car. I want to go home. My boys will be coming to Houston after school is out, and they need to be supervised. They don't need to be unsupervised. So I need to go home and make sure that they're supervised, so I can't be on the truck. And I could possibly start off coming home every weekend until I stack enough money, possibly pay my car off, and then I want to get this job as a paralegal. So yeah. Yep, I already moved to H-Town. If I was able to train, save money, and then drive teams, that would be cool too, depending on how the money is. Like, what is the money like, you know? Am I making at least 1,000 a week? At least. That means no less, but definitely more. There's nothing wrong with y'all. There's nothing wrong with y'all, but I just want a mixed baby. I have 2 mixed babies and I have 2 black babies, so it's nothing wrong with black men. I'm mixed, and my kids are somewhat mixed. My son doesn't look mixed. My daughter does, kinda. Yeah, I want a flat rate. What time is it? Good thing I'm not driving tomorrow. But I don't know when I'll be driving. That DM isn't going to understand that I had all this time off. I think my knife broke. I bought this knife. It's so beautiful, right? It's like colorful and pretty. But I think it broke because I think that there's a piece right here. Like a piece right here. But over here, the piece is gone. And this thing moves. Can I fly and make a baby with you? Minutes. Turn my truck down for another company. Well, they say you could make more drive for companies like Walmart, Target, etc. You thought about that? I haven't thought about anything because I haven't thought about leaving tonight. I just thought I was going to train until I was done training, and then I was going to get off the truck and go home and do something else. So, I don't know. I'm so mad. Is there a place to get knives fixed? This knife is too cute to be like, I didn't even really use it. It's my favorite knife. I have like 3 of them. I just want to go home and like have a social life. I want to date, and I want to do yoga, and I want to go to the movies, and I want to drink wine. I want to fucking drink wine. I can't even drink. Like, I can't even drink. I want to drink. Yes, pink is my favorite color. Yes, hunting stores. Yes, I'm still at night. Hunting stores. Where can I go to a hunting store? In the truck. I want some wine so bad. When I was at home, when I signed my lease, do you understand? That wine was so good. Oh my goodness. It's called Reuniti. That's what Melissa that told me. She's the one who I rode down here with. Reuniti Lambrusco. It's a red wine. So good. Tastes better than Moscato. I don't want to talk about it. I can't. I can go get it tonight. But I don't think I could sleep on this truck if I drank any. I can have a social life, but I don't have a sexual life, and I can't date, and I can't see my kids as often as I want and make the money that I want to make. Um, I want to wear heels again and do my hair and makeup. I haven't done that as much. I always wear makeup and do my hair. And when I'm tired, I don't feel like doing that. And I want to lay in bed and just watch TV all day sometimes. And I want to go to a poetry hour. And I don't do that stuff because I shut down and I go to sleep and I wake up and I drive because I'm all about just trying to make money. I hate Vegas. I don't want to go have a drink in Vegas. I want to have a drink in Houston. I want to do so much in Houston. There's so many things. Oh my God, it's so awesome. I know trucker ladies still do it. I do it too, but I mean, I am about, when I shut down, I have 10 hours before I got to drive again. I got to separate that 10 hours between sleep, food or cooking, showers, TV, talking on the phone to whoever I'm talking to, doing live videos, talking to my children. Like, I only have 10 hours. I need 10 hours of sleep to have a rested sleep for myself. That's what my body prefers. 8 hours is pushing it. So I really have 2 hours to do all that stuff. Makeup is not included. When I wake up in the morning, I do my pre-trip and I'm out. Like, during my pre-trip, I do the pre-trip, shower, or brush my teeth, wash my face, whatever I gotta do. Thank you. And I'm out. I don't waste no time. That's why I'm always to my appointments early, and I hurry up and get to the next appointment. So I want to hurry up and I just want money. I want money. Right? The girly stuff. I still have my makeup kit. It goes with me everywhere I go. All right, highway runner. But some mornings I just don't feel like getting up and doing makeup. The makeup I do, it takes me 30 minutes to do my makeup. So it takes me 30 minutes to do my hair. Hair and makeup is an hour. I don't have time to do that every morning. I could be down the road an hour. So sometimes I'll take that hour and sleep in. Instead of 10 hours, I'll sleep in 11 hours, 12 hours, something like that. Especially if I'm like super early and totally on time, or like way early, then I'll sleep in or I'll go eat or whatever. But I don't get a chance to, I don't want to go explore. I don't want to spend money on Ubers and stuff like that. I am not leaving my truck at a truck stop. That's not ever happening, especially if I'm loaded. I won't do that. I don't know what the rule is, but I just feel like I'm responsible for this loaded trailer, and I wish I would try to go take an Uber somewhere and something happens to myself or to my trailer, and this, and then I'm responsible, I'm liable, you know what I'm saying? So when I'm working, that's all I'm thinking about. When I don't have a load, then I can do my little free time stuff. But when I'm working, I work. And that's why Night loves me, because I'm down, I get to business. I don't fool around. And whatever I ask them for, they give me, because I don't fool around. So, and I know I can have a social life if I want on the truck, but I want to go out. I want to get dressed at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. And I want to, no, I can lock it with the locks, but what I'm telling you is anything can happen. I can go out and get shot and go to the hospital, get sick, get hit by a car, drink too much, get my drink roofied, whatever. I can't get back to this truck. No. I just feel like I'm under this load, and this is a 24-hour job. My job is not over until this load is delivered. That means I don't need to be going out and doing stuff. That's my work ethic. I'm not going to go out and do extracurricular stuff away from my truck when I'm under a load. So, yes, I've been to New York. I just feel like I'm at work. But there's a lot of places I'm there. There's a lot of places where I don't want to go out and do stuff in the middle of Wyoming, or no. I'm just different, I guess. My ideal of going out and having a social life is going to a club or a bar and sitting and having a few drinks and Ubering home, and dating, going on dates every weekend, and spending time with my kids and having movie night, and we had movie night every Sunday. We had Taco Tuesdays. We made gumbo every month. We had dinners, like we would have like family dinners, all kind of stuff. So I want to do that. I can't do that on a truck. My daughter's at home by herself right now. So well, that's you, Romy. I'm not going to do that. I'm responsible for this truck and this trailer. It's in my possession. So if I leave and go do something and come back and something happens to this truck or this trailer, that's my butt. That's my ass. It's coming out of my pocket. So I'm not chancing that. I'm not going to put myself in. I'm not even giving it an opportunity for anything to happen. I am here. If something happens while I'm in this truck, then that's another story. Yes, I'm still at night. But if I'm not in the truck, nah. When I'm off on my 10-hour break, my time is to take a shower, eat, and go to sleep. Not go out and enjoy myself, because I need at least 8 hours of sleep. At least 8 hours of sleep to feel rested for the next day. No, I'm not an owner-op. Don't want to be an owner-op. I just have a different type of work ethic. What's up, Daz? That's what's up. Yellow whistle. I like it. I love it. I love night. Night is awesome. I just have a different work ethic, though, you know. Do a video of you driving at some point. Can't do that. I did a video driving, and somebody called safety and told them that I was doing videos driving, and they threatened to fire me if I did it again. I probably would drive local. Thank you, James. Trucking is not a career for me. This is not a career that I want to have. I just did trucking because it was on my bucket list. I'm not a trucking person. I love it. I love being on the truck. I love it. I actually go through withdrawal when I'm not driving. So, I'm sure I could, I guess. My ultimate goal is to become a lawyer. Go to law school, become an attorney. Work for the FBI and the Innocence Project. That's my ultimate goal. I did hands-free. They said something to me twice. So, no videos. As long as the wheels are moving, I was told by safety, as long as the wheels are moving on this truck, I cannot be recording video. Cannot. So, I won't. Because somebody tried to get me fired. Hating. Well, it's not all about money for me. I have a passion for the law. I have a passion exonerating people who have been falsely convicted and imprisoned. Um, I have a passion for law. I want to be a trial attorney, and I'll make about $300 an hour as a trial attorney at the least. Some trial attorneys charge $1,000 an hour. So what year was your first? My first truck was 18 or something. Some new people who just got into night got new trucks, so it just depends. Right place, right time. They will not say anything or less. They have heard rules. They will not say anything. How you gonna tell me, Philip? I got talked to twice from safety. The first time, I did a video and I had the phone in my hand because I was trying to show y'all stuff. I deleted that video. The second time, the phone was mounted and they called in and told that I was doing videos driving. So my safety manager called me directly on the phone and said, you cannot do videos driving. I said, not even if it's mounted, like, what if it's GPS video? He said, as long as the wheels are moving on the, I cannot do a video. That's from my terminal. I respect that. Fine. I understand why they do it. It's a legal thing. Legal. It's insurance. A lot of people don't understand that. I don't bend the rules. I don't play with the rules. I don't question shit. This is their company. I don't have no money in this company. I don't own it. I can't make the rules. I'm just an employee. I don't own this company. If it was my company, then I have my own rules. But I'm working for somebody. So I'm going to follow their rules. If that's what they want, then that's what they want. And I'm going to follow that. That's one thing that bothers me about truckers these days, too. Like, people like to just slide. I feel like there's some people on this out here on these roads that don't even have CDLs. I don't believe they have CDLs because they just do stuff like a tail light is out, a headlight is out. Like, that is just crazy. How are you guys getting by? How are they getting by like that? I follow the rules. Like I said, I want to go to the FBI. I want to be a federal attorney. I want to work for the Innocence Project. I am not for breaking laws and rules because that will look bad on me in my future for what I plan on doing in the future. So, y'all can do it, but not me. If that's what they want me to do, then I'm not going to do it. Period. And night, I like night. And because I follow the rules and I do what they tell me to do, I can ask for anything and I basically get it. I was dating somebody and he was running from California to Illinois. I asked if I could run along that route too. And they let me. They put me on the same route as him. So I was able to see him. Whatever I need. If I can get in a bind, a crunch, I can call my terminal manager and she can help me get out that crunch. Whether it be financially or anything. When my truck broke down this time around, I told them I wanted to keep driving and I needed to be driving. I need to be making money. They put me in a loaner truck. I'm not sitting in a hotel room. I got a hotel room the first night, but I got a loaner truck. They got me on somebody's truck coming to Vegas. I got to Vegas and got in my loaner truck. So if I need parking and there's no parking, but there's only paid, they will pay for it. They're not supposed to, but I follow the rules. I'm a good driver. I don't have any accidents. I'm on time, so all of my appointments are early, mostly early. They call me when they need to get out of a crunch. They call me when a load needs to get there on time and a driver dropped the ball to get them out the shit. Like, when they need shit done, they call me. So I have that favor with night because I just do my job. I don't complain. I don't break rules. I don't get in accidents. I don't push the limits. I just do what I'm supposed to do. And in return, they treat me very well. So when do you plan on that to happen? Depends on if I get pregnant or not. If I get pregnant, it will happen in about 3 years. I'll be going to law school. If I don't get pregnant, probably 3 years still. I'm not going to law school until I have built my credit and I have purchased a vehicle and paid that vehicle off. and I'm in a house. Or I'll probably stay in an apartment. I probably will wait until my boys are in high school before I even go to law school, because I don't want any extra added responsibility and stress. Law school is really stressful. So I will probably wait. But in the meantime, I am going to go to school for paralegal and for private investigation. And I want to have those notches under my belt. So when I do become an attorney, when I do start working for the FBI or the Innocence Project, I will have more tools than the average attorney to do the job. And that's going to take time. So I definitely want to do that first. And that's what I really want to do. I want to be a paralegal first before I go to law school. And go and be in court. And it's so, I love it. I used to work for the public defender's office. I did an internship there. And it was the best experience ever. I love it. Like, y'all don't understand. Trucking is not something that I want to do forever. I'm not under a load right now. I am waiting for a driver to finish his 10-hour break, which is 3 a.m. And we'll be headed to Fontana so I can get my truck out the shop. And hopefully, I'm going to be in California. They're probably going to send me to Oregon. Y'all know how I feel about Oregon. Oh, y'all know how I feel about Oregon. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I just need time to get my driver score down. My smart drive score to come down so I can start training. And I have to go to Phoenix. So I guess they'll probably keep me on the East Coast. Actually, I have to go to Houston. Hold on, y'all. My phone is like going off. But yeah, I have to go to Houston, so and check in on my daughter. I gotta go to the doctor and all that stuff. How many miles I run per week? I try to run like between 1,000 and 2,500 miles a week. Hopefully, I try. I think the most miles I've gotten in a month was like 15,000 miles in a month. I try to do at least 600 miles a day. It's really hard to do 600 miles. Really hard to do 600 miles a day. Really hard. With 65 miles per hour on my truck. And me only wanting to drive 9 hours a day. It's hard. I can show you. What do you want me to show you? It's not hard to use it. It's not hard at all. Let's see. How much battery I have? 36%. So we're gonna make this quick. The Smart Drive. It's a scoring system that they give us. Based on our following distance and stuff like that. Following distance. Basically, you get scored based on, you get points based on your driving habits. What's up, Brandon? So if you have good driving habits, your score is low and you get a bonus. If you have bad driving habits, your score is high and you don't get a bonus, and you possibly can get written up for it. I don't know. I haven't been written up for it. So here's the dirty old Zonar. When you get your Zonar, you're gonna log in. Your login is the last 6 of your EFS card or your gas card. So hold on. Then you have your PIN number. I can't tell you what the PIN number is because I think you guys saw my PIN number. But they'll tell you what your PIN number is. You log in, you agree, then you have your Zonar. So this is your time of what you drive per day. Every day after midnight, you got to certify your hours. You just, if you agree with it, put agree and submit. So this is your drive clock. You have your 11 hour, your 14 hour, your 70 hour. When is my 70 hour? And after 34 hours, I have a full 70 hour clock. So this tells you about, you know, how much time you have left, how much time you've been off duty. When you have to take your break, it'll tell you that you took your 30-minute break. It's kind of hard for me to explain because I'm terrible at explaining this. But basically, if I drove, somebody yesterday drove my truck. So this right here, right? It counts your 8 days. Day 1 and 8 days from now is last Friday. And when you drive, it'll tell you how long you've been off duty, how long you were in a sleeper berth, how long you've been in drive, how long you've been on duty. This on duty determines also your pre-trip. You want to spend at least 15 minutes on duty for a pre-trip. The blue, that's your personal conveyance. You get 45 minutes personal conveyance. Every day it tells you how many miles you drove that day, right here, and you know, all your times. This is good when you're planning your week. Say for example, last week I started my clock and I drove 9 hours and 20 minutes. I was on duty 24 minutes, right? So say for example, this week I have, say for example, 5 hours left on my 70-hour clock. That means after 5 hours, I have to do a 34-hour reset if I'm not gaining any hours tomorrow, right? But if you look back 8 days, you get that time back. I'll get my 9 hours and 20 minutes plus my 24 hours back. So if I had 5 hours left on my 70, I'll have the 5 hours plus my 8th day times totals, and I'll get those back. The 8th day would show here, and my regular 70 hours show here, and combined when I wake up in the morning to drive, it'll show here. Or it'll show when I log in, when I go on duty. So also with this, you have the list function, and you can update everything on here. So say for example, I forgot to go off duty. You can go edit. I was off duty, but you can click, you know, I was off duty, or you can edit the time that you was off duty. So say for example, I went off duty really at 6 o'clock, but I did 6:03 is when I went off duty. But I really went off duty at 6 o'clock, but I forgot. So 3 minutes passed where I forgot to go off duty. You can go back and edit it, and you can take it back to 6 o'clock. So that's one of the things. When you're starting your drive clock day, when you start your day, you go down here, you click whatever you're doing. These automatically pre-populate. When the truck is off, it doesn't pre-populate. See, it pre-populated. It didn't pre-populate my location because I'm not on, my truck isn't on. So let's do our start off, right? We're starting off, we just woke up, we're getting ready to do our pre-trip, and we're getting ready to start driving. I'll go here, and I'll start my pre-trip. I have to start my inspection. I got to be on duty to do it, so I will switch to on. I'm not doing that now. And then I'll click pre-trip inspection. And then you scan it. So you'll take this off of here, and you'll scan the yellow thing down there. and then the pre-trip will show up. And this is what it looks like. Dang, that was a long time ago. It won't. I can't show you guys because I don't want to. I don't want to start my inspection. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. So you have tractor and you have trailer. You click on it and it gives you a list of stuff to check. Your pre-trip. If everything's good, you click everything's good, and then you go to the next one. You click trailer, you put your trailer number in, and then you exit the inspection and you submit the inspection. And you're good. So now you're on duty, you did your 15 minutes. Usually what I do from on duty, because it'll say you've been on duty for 15 minutes, I go straight to drive. I just click here, I go to drive, I click save, and I'm done, right? And then when I stop to get fuel, which you're supposed to do, you're supposed to go on duty. So you're in drive, you would go on duty to get fuel. And then when you're done for the night, you're supposed to go to sleeper berth or off duty. I usually just go off duty. Now, if you're doing a 40, what is it, a 8 and 2 split, you want to go on sleeper berth. I can't explain the 8 and 2 split because it's hard to explain. Then you have your messages. These are the messages your dispatch sends you. And you could send them messages. Like they sent me a message talking about checking people's badges if they're on the terminal without a badge. You'll get your load info. It'll be a pre-plan or it'll say load. And you'll write down all the stuff. Your pickup and deliver, your pickup time, your PO number, your bill of lading and your weight and pieces, your consignee's information, your drop off, and then these things, driver load and driver unload. I have it written down on my on my windshield and my truck, but all I remember is if it says N, if the letters are N, that means it's a live load. Everything else is a swap or drop and hook. So the S is a swap. I think the W is a drop and hook. And then how many miles you have. And the next page usually would tell you directions or any additional numbers that you need, like pickup numbers and stuff like that. Come on now. So like for example, pickup number, delivery appointment number, the book number, live unload, appointments, detention will be paid after 6 free hours. What? Hells to the no. You're supposed to get detention after 2 hours? Hell no. So I would call and I'm like, let me, I'll talk to my DM. I don't like using my phone. So they give you all the information here. It's not hard at all. Really all you need to do is, what you'll be doing most of all the time would be going on here to go to drive. And not even that. You don't even have to touch that, right? Really, you can just go to do your pre-trip and it says go on duty and do your pre-trip. That's not hard. It's self-explanatory. Once you start driving, after like 5 minutes or so, it automatically puts you in drive. So you don't have to worry about that. When you get a message, it'll just say view message and you'll just view the message. It's mostly always going to be your load information. And I write it down, or it's on your phone. And then it's going to give you your fuel solution. So you can go here if you want, or you can go wherever you want. As long as it's a Pilot Loves or something like that. Pilot Loves, TA, and Petro. But they tell you where you can fuel up. And then also gives you your route solution. And the route solution tells you where you're going and how long you're going to be driving. So I'm going to be on a 215 south for 3 miles. Then I'm going to get fuel. Then I'm going to be on the I-10 east for 302 miles. You could write that on in your book or something like that. So you can follow the route solution. If you have your own GPS, I would say when you put in your coordinates in your GPS, check to see if it matches your route solution, so you don't go out of miles, like out of route or whatever. But if I ever get lost, I go to my route. I don't never use the route solution. The only time I use it is when I get lost. Then I'll look like, okay, where am I at? Where do I gotta go? So that's what you'll get coming in. When you get to your shipper or your consignee, so you get to the shipper because that's the one who's shipping the product out, you'll click arrive at shipper, it clocks your miles, and you click send, right? And then after you are loaded, you'll click your loaded call. You'll have your bill of ladings, and everything is self-explanatory. Your bill of lading number is what you wrote down in your notebook from your messages, right? Your weight is what's in pieces is what's going to be on your bill of lading. Pallets are always going to be 0. Your seal number is going to be on the bill of lading. You don't have to worry about temp. If you drop the trailer, so you have to bring it empty to pick up a loaded, so you put that trailer number in. It's all self-explanatory. It won't let me go past the next one. Let's see. Then you put in the trailer that you picked up. You don't never really have to worry about that. The load or lumper. Dude. But all of this, and then you just click yes for everything. And you're done. You click send. You're on your way, right? So then, now you get to the consignee, you're getting ready to deliver your load. You arrive at consignee. Yes, it's intact. And you click send. Then when you're empty, you click your empty call. Because you're empty. And I wrote this down. When I first started, I wrote this down on my windshield too. So I can remember what to do. And you put all the information, the bill of lading, which you wrote down, the weight and seal that you wrote down. Pallets are always going to be 0, what your hub reading is, which is your mileage, and who signed it. Let me go to the next page. You put the trailer that you dropped, if it's a drop-in hook. So that's your current trailer, right? And then you picked up empty, so you click that. And then you have your load sheet, your barcode and all of that. So that means you'll be filling out. I have one already filled out. So I have my bill of ladings, right? It's hard doing this with my hands full. So the barcode is that number right there. The barcode is that number. The 51006427. The trip number is this number, which you wrote down when you first got the message. Your dispatch date, your trailer number. You write all of that down. But you'll put all of that here. You put the barcode, the trip number, it's the bill of lading, sealed. Do you have the bill of lading signed and sealed is intact? Is there an empty trailer available? You go to the next page. You put how much fuel you have. So full is 8/8. Half a tank is 4/8. And you can see it here. Ugh. So 876543210. Y'all can see that. This is an older truck. On the newer trucks, it actually counts down. Every notch is 1. So you'll put how much fuel you have, how much DEF you have, and then you'll send it off. And that's basically what you do as far as the Zonar. Every now and then, you have to send a message to your dispatch, right? Your DM. So you will go to freeform. Where is that at? right here. And you just write whatever you want to write to them. Sometimes you have to find a trailer and you're on hold. I would say still call, but you're looking for a trailer. So then, where is it at? I just saw it. Need it empty. I need an empty trailer. Where can I get one? And then once you get the empty trailer, you go to attach trailer and you put all the trailer information in there. Sometimes you will need to drop a trailer at the terminal. So you click that instead of empty call. You click that, which lets the terminal know there's a loaded trailer here for another driver to pick up. Usually that happens when you're doing home time. Sometimes when they send you for home time, they'll send you a confirmation and you have to confirm it. That solidifies the deal. Oops, I sent a message. Oops, my bad. What else? Detention is big. So after you've been at a shipper or a consignee for an hour and a half, you click detention seems probable, because after 2 hours, you're going to get detention. So you just click detention and then you send it. And so then you'll get paid for detention. But again, all of this is self-explanatory. You'll get the information. You'll get it by just reading it. Let's see if some messages I've gotten. If I was going to be late to a load, like for example, I was going to be late to this, right? So I call my DM and he changed the appointment. You don't never have an excuse to being late, because all you got to do is call your DM and have them change the appointment, and then they'll send you the appointment time. Now on here you can't see the time, so it'll show up on your phone. It was supposed to be on the 1st at 3 o'clock, but I can't see it. It doesn't show up on here. It shows up on my phone. Missing barcode. I had to drop that trailer at the Fontana yard. So instead of doing drop for relay, I just click that and put the barcode in. So I mean, you get your payroll info. I'm not going to click that. But all of this is self-explanatory. It's not hard. And of course you have your GPS, your Rand McNally GPS. GPS not enabled. That's interesting. Well, anyway, yeah, you have your GPS. You can put your coordinates in and do whatever you do. But for the most part, it's not hard. When you're done for the night, you're done driving, you just go here and go off duty and click apply. Or if you're going to drive personal conveyance, you click that and click apply and you go off duty. Really easy. It's not hard. It's really self-explanatory. Didn't I have to approve my logs? I did that, right? I approved it. If you ever get stopped by the police, they have a cab card available for you to learn how to use it. The Zonar. You get this. It's in every truck. You have to keep it in the truck. But this tells you how to show the police your loads, your logs. So you'll go to roadside view. And then this is what the police look at. This is I saw something. Hold on. I saw something that looked interesting. It said driving exemption. Adverse driving condition. That's different. That's new. So I've never seen that before. Adverse driving. So there's an exemption that you're allowed if you are going to be over your time, your violation. If you go in violation of your time. Say, for example, I'm at like 10 hours and 59 minutes, and in 1 minute I'm going to be over my 11 hour and I'm going to go in violation, but I'm in the snow. You just click that. Adverse driving. I didn't even know that. That's new. So a lot of stuff, like I said, is just self-explanatory. You're mostly going to be doing your messages, and you're going to, the most used will stay at the top, so you won't never have to worry about it. You can just read it, and it'll tell you what you're doing, and then you'll get your incoming messages. And this, you just go on duty whenever you go on duty whenever you're going to do your pre-trip. But I don't even go here to go on duty, right? I don't touch this. I just go straight to the pre-trip, and it makes me go on duty automatically. If I start an inspection, it says you have to go on duty to do the inspection. Just make sure that when you start your pre-trip, after you're done, you can go off duty, or you can just drive, and it'll automatically put you in drive. And then when you stop driving, if you forget to go off duty, it'll put you in on duty automatically. When you turn off the truck, it'll put you in on duty automatically. So you have to remember to go off duty. But other than that, it's really easy. Everything is automated and it's self-explanatory. You just read it. It's easy. So, yeah. I never used PeopleNet, but yes, I believe it's easier than PeopleNet. That's what I was told. So, yeah, that's the least of your worries. You don't gotta worry about the Zonar. If you don't know how to do something, you call your DM and they'll do it for you, and they'll explain it to you and teach you how to go. They'll walk you through it. I think what you would want to worry about is just making sure you're backing, following distance, and all of that stuff. So, when you're done driving for the day, I'll tell you how to do this. When you're done driving for the day, you get one of these papers with your bill of lading, and you fill it out. Normally, I have all of my trip information wrote down on my notepad. So, the trip number, the dispatch date, the trailer number, I usually write up there on my windshield, like up here. So I always remember my my trailer number. And you just fill it out. This is how you get paid. You fill this out, and you'll open the Night app. You'll take a picture of this and scan it in. You'll take a picture of your bill of ladings and scan it in, and that's how you get paid. And then this information gets transferred onto the Zonar. If you don't fill it in, you don't get paid. So make sure you always scan your paperwork in between Saturday and Tuesday morning. Okay, Philip and God's child. So, I guess that's it for me tonight. I actually have to go to bed. The hour went by so fast. 8 o'clock, yeah. It's about that time. You guys can always email me if you have questions, or hit me up on here. I look fat from that position. I gained so much weight. You can see it in my shoulders. They pay on Thursdays. You get paid every Thursday. You have until Tuesday morning by 10 a.m. to scan your paperwork in. So, I'm going to go and would I suggest a company that has a terminal in the home state? I would. Unless they have a drop yard. Because if you want to go home on home time, where are you going to put your truck? Do you want to drop it at a truck stop, or do you want to take it home? And if you take it home, is it going to be safe at home? They do not do day pay anymore. You can get per day pay, or you can get per week. The X hours don't let you go over your 11. Gives you 2 hours on your 14. Oh, okay. You don't like the Zonar? I like the Zonar. I like it. I like it. I had no problems with it. I've used Qualcomm before when I was in my ex's truck. I didn't like the Qualcomm. It's confusing. It has a lot more stuff, but it's confusing. And I never used PeopleNet. But from what I heard, somebody was watching my videos when I was doing the a video on the Zonar, and she was like, it's easier doing the Zonar. You're a paralegal, and I need to go straight to law school. Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going straight to law school. Paralegals do all of the work, and private investigators get a lot of the evidence. I was lucky enough to work for both of them when I interned at the public defender's office. If I want to run my own law firm, I need to know all of the aspects of a law firm. I want to be like a one-woman show. Badass. If I had investigative skills that I need, then cool. I go to law school, cool, but I want to go to paralegal school first so I can get a little heads up on some of the stuff that I'll be doing in law school, like legal writing and legal research and stuff like that. I have a learning disability, so it's going to take me a lot longer to learn. So I feel like if I'm exposed to it as much as possible before the fact, I should do a little bit better in law school. So, yeah. I'm thirsty. Well, I have water. Cool. This old Volvo actually has a inverter in it. I didn't even know that. If I would have known that, I would have driven this truck when I had my old Freightliner. Remember, I wanted an inverter so bad. But I'm going to go to bed, y'all, and I will link up with you guys soon. I don't know when. But I'll talk to y'all later. And thanks for logging in with me and chilling with me this hour and some change. So I'll talk to y'all later. So I'll talk to y'all later, okay? I know I learned all that in law school, but it would be hard for me to learn it in the time frame that they want me to learn it because I have a learning disability. So I usually have to redo my classes. Every class that I take, I have to take it over again because I need more time to learn it. So I'm being proactive this time. Law school is not going to be easy on me. They're not going to pat me on the shoulder because I have a learning disability. So I need to learn everything. I'm not ready to go to law school right now. I want to have a baby. And I need to have a job. So I don't want to drive trucks and have a baby, a newborn baby. That's not going to be possible. So why not be a paralegal and learn something in the process? So I at least have a heads up when I go to law school. Plus, I want to have the support of the attorneys that I'm working around. So when I do decide to sit for the LSAT, I have help. They can help me. They can help me learn and study for the LSAT. So what's up, road less traveled? Thank you for subbing. I think I might have to go to Walmart tonight. I gotta get a duffel bag. I got too much junk in here. I don't feel like doing none of that. But I will talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna go to sleep. And thank you guys for logging in with me. And I will talk to y'all sooner or later, okay? I can't show driving videos. I'm not allowed. I have some in stock that my daughter recorded, so I'll see how I can get that together for you guys and I'll post it. Okay?